Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're diving into one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the market, the Susan B. Anthony dollar banknote. Backhand index point right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you love rare coins, U.S. currency, or the thrill of the hunt for hidden treasures in your change. This United States coin has become a major player in the coin collecting world, especially the rare silver tone or unique color condition, tone or Kaler versions. These lake effect coins, with beautiful natural toning or minting anomalies, are not only stunning but highly collectible. Let's get started. First up, one. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with the P mint mark. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of empowerment, and for the right collector, potentially a key to unimaginable fortune. Introduced in 1979, this dollar was the first U.S. coin to honor a real woman, setting it apart from all other denominations in U.S. mintage. The P mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, and while millions were struck, certain versions, especially those with specific die errors or an uncirculated pristine condition, have become legendary for their rarity and eye-watering value. What sets this coin apart is not just its design, but its story. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was launched with great ambition. The U.S. Mint intended it to replace the dollar bill, offering a more durable, long-lasting option. Yet, because of its similarity in size and color to the quarter, the public largely rejected it. It was short-lived in everyday commerce, but that very lack of popularity added to its mystique. Over time, certain variations began to catch the eyes of eagle-eyed numismatists. In particular, the 1979 P wide rim version, also referred to as a near date, has been known to fetch thousands of dollars, and in pristine condition, its value only climbs. Imagine stumbling across a coin in your drawer or inherited from a relative, only to find out it's this exact variation. That one simple piece of copper nickel, no bigger than a quarter, could be your gateway to overnight transformation. We're not just talking about hundreds of dollars or even thousands. Some collectors and auctions have seen rare versions climb to six figures, depending on the coin's condition, grade, and provenance. It might sound like fantasy, but this coin has defied expectations before, and it may do so again. Now imagine owning one of these in mint state condition, untouched by time, graded MS 67 or higher by professional services. Its value jumps exponentially. Even the slightest anomaly, a double die, a strike through error, or a planchet variation, can multiply its price in the auction world. And if yours is one of the few remaining in proof or uncirculated condition from the initial Philadelphia run, you could be sitting on a coin with potential to revolutionize your financial future overnight. Collectors all over the world crave this coin not only because of Susan B. Anthony's face, but because of what she represents: courage, change, and the fight for equal rights. That narrative only deepens the emotional and historical weight of this coin. It's not just currency, it's culture, it's memory, and it's an investment wrapped in patriotism. Coins that carry such symbolic and historical meaning often skyrocket in value once public awareness grows. You might wonder, why haven't more people gotten rich off this coin already? The truth is, the most valuable versions are incredibly rare, and their worth lies in subtle details. The spacing of the date, the rim's width, the die's sharpness, all minute differences that only a trained eye can spot. This scarcity keeps the coin valuable and the dream alive. It also adds to the intrigue. If you own one, you might be holding a national treasure without even knowing it. Let's say you're in possession of one right now. Perhaps you've tossed it in a jar or hidden it in a drawer. This seemingly insignificant artifact could be your golden ticket. Many owners have unknowingly sold these coins for face value, unaware of the potential life-altering fortune they held. That's why knowledge is key. Recognizing what you have before you give away is the first step toward transforming your fate. Auction houses have whispered stories of private sales where collectors have paid tens of thousands for exceptional specimens. The coin's value is not just tied to its physical characteristics, but also to the legend growing around it. The more time passes, the more these rare specimens vanish into private collections, making the remaining few even more desirable. It's the classic principle of supply and demand taken to numismatic heights. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar is more than a collector's item. It's a conversation piece, a lesson in U.S. minting history, and for the lucky few, a beacon of hope. Those who have held on to it, researched it, and preserved its quality have found themselves reaping rewards unthinkable just decades ago. You could be next. So before you spend that coin on a coffee or drop it in a vending machine, pause, reflect, and understand that sometimes fortune doesn't knock. Sometimes it jingles quietly in your pocket, waiting for you to listen. A single coin with Susan B. Anthony's bold gaze could be all it takes to rewrite your destiny. In the vast ocean of collectible coins, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar stands like a lighthouse, rare, powerful, and unforgettable. Its worth lies not only in its market value, but in its ability to represent strength, rarity, and change. And for the right person at the right moment, it can become the catalyst for a future you never imagined. Don't let yours slip through your fingers. Next up, the 1980 Susan B. Anthony Dollar coin with the P Mint mark, as though the most valuable coin in history, designed to captivate and stir the imagination. In the vast and mysterious world of coin collecting, legends are whispered and fortunes are found in the most unexpected places. Among these treasures lies a coin that many have passed over without a second glance, the Susan B. Anthony Dollar from 1980, bearing the bold and proud P Mint mark. This is not just any coin. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of strength, and potentially a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Its origins seem humble, but its hidden value is whispered by collectors, dealers, and dreamers across the globe. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of metal that could rewrite your destiny overnight. This 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar, minted in Philadelphia, might look like any other at first. But beneath its modest silver-like shine lies the power to transform an ordinary life into one of legend. Rumors have swirled for years that among these coins, a rare variant exists, a coin with striking anomalies, hidden patterns, or minting errors so unique they defy duplication. Some say it was a test strike. Others whisper it was struck on the wrong planchet, giving it that priceless allure. Collectors from every corner of the world have been drawn into the hunt. The coin community has tales of million-dollar bids, private collectors offering fortunes behind closed doors, and secret auctions held in vaults lined with velvet and glass. They are not simply chasing a coin. They are chasing history, rarity, and the kind of discovery that makes the headlines of every numismatic publication for decades. The 1980p coin isn't just currency. It's a story waiting to be told, a treasure waiting to be unearthed. But why this coin? Why would such a common dollar be elevated to such mythic status? The answer lies partly in the legacy of Susan B. Anthony herself. As a pioneer of women's rights and social reform, her face on a coin was more than a tribute. It was a milestone. The minting of her likeness in 1979 was revolutionary, and by 1980, the passion for honoring her legacy had taken on a life of its own. It is said that during that year, a few coins left the mint with features unlike any others. Sharper reliefs, misaligned dies, and even double strikes that create ghost-like images. Those rare pieces, those accents of precision, are the ones that now fetch millions. And it's not just about error. It's about provenance. Some believe that one coin in particular, a 1980p Susan B. Anthony Dollar, was presented as a gift to a dignitary, and its whereabouts were lost time. If that specific coin were to surface, its value would be measured not in dollars, but in history and myth, a relic tied to the narrative of American progress, freedom, and the fight for equality. Even beyond legend, the market for Susan B. Anthony Dollars has exploded in recent years. With renewed interest in women's contributions to American culture, collectors are hunting down pristine examples with unmatched fervor. A flawless, uncirculated 1980p coin in a PCGS certified case can draw offers that seem unreal to the average onlooker. The right buyer at the right moment can turn your $1 find into a seven-figure miracle. And if your coin carries that rumored minting anomaly, you're holding a grail. Every day, new stories surface of individuals discovering these coins tucked in old wallets, jars, or handed down through generations. What appears to be just a silver-colored dollar turns out to be a passport to luxury, influence, and historic recognition. It's the modern-day equivalent of striking gold, without ever stepping foot in a mine. Just one glance at the luster, the weight, the craftsmanship, and you feel the presence of something timeless. Of course, many will doubt. They'll say it's just another coin, that all Susan B. Anthony dollars are common, circulating pieces. But for those who know what to look for, the micro details in a rim, the slight off-centering, the glint of a proof-like finish on a circulation strike, the truth becomes clear. This isn't just about metal. It's about magic. And that magic is what fuels the pursuit of greatness among coin lovers worldwide. What makes the 1980p coin so thrilling isn't just its value, but its mystery. No one knows how many of the ultra-rare variants still exist. Some might sit quietly in bank boxes, others lost to time in forgotten drawers. Yet, the allure remains unshaken. The idea that a billionaire maker coin is out there, just waiting to be found. And when it is, headlines will roar and history will be rewritten. So, if you happen to own one, don't spend it. Don't trade it hastily. Instead, study it. Hold it up to the light. Feel its weight. Compare it to others. You may just be the unsuspecting owner of a life-changing treasure. That small disc of copper nickel may seem simple, but it holds dreams in its design and a revolution in its reflection. The Susan B. Anthony dollar from 1980, minted with a P at the Philadelphia Mint, might one day sit alongside the most celebrated coins in history, not for what it is, but for what it represents. The chance to elevate an ordinary person into the extraordinary, simply by recognizing what they have. It's a reminder that within every pocket change jar might lie $1 million miracle. And so, the hunt continues. The legend grows. If you hold this coin, protect it. You may not just be holding history. You could be holding your future. A future brighter than you ever imagined, all sparked by one remarkable coin with the spirit of revolution pressed into its very soul. Next up, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with a D mint mark, painting it as one of the most valuable treasures in modern numismatic history, all crafted in my own words, without pulling from external sources. In the vast universe of coins minted by the United States, few carry the revolutionary significance and storied legacy quite like the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Marked with a bold D, denoting the Denver Mint, this coin represents more than just currency. It's a time capsule of progress, defiance, and potential hidden fortune. If you happen to possess this particular coin, hold on tight. You might be clutching a treasure with the power to completely flip the script of your life overnight. The year 1979 was a milestone in American currency. It was the first time a woman, a true titan of civil rights and women's suffrage, had her portrait engraved on a circulating U.S. coin. Susan B. Anthony was not just a symbol but a force, and her image immortalized in metal told the world that change was here. The Denver Mint's version of this coin, while initially seen as ordinary, has now become the subject of intense fascination among collectors, historians, and dreamers alike. What makes this coin so uniquely captivating? For one, it exists at the intersection of rarity and cultural relevance. Millions were minted, yes, but only a handful emerged with microscopic anomalies, errors, misprints, and off-center strikes that catapult certain copies into the stratosphere of value. And even among standard versions, pristine uncirculated or proof-like coins command extraordinary attention. Imagine walking into a coin shop or auction house with a modest-looking coin in your palm, only to be met with wide eyes and quiet gasps. That's the magic of the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar. It has a way of revealing itself slowly, building suspense as experts scrutinize the ridges, the luster, the weight, and most crucially, the precision of the strike. A coin once traded for a candy bar might now trade for six figures if it's the right variation in the right condition. Many people don't know what they're holding. These coins often sit in drawers, piggy banks, and forgotten jars, waiting for someone to realize their incredible worth. In certain rare versions, minting anomalies like a double die, filled mint mark, or a narrow rim near the date have exploded in value, sometimes fetching more than $100,000 at elite auctions. Some tales even whisper of private collectors willing to pay more than that for the right piece. If you happen to have this coin, especially in its finest state, untouched, unblemished, and full of its original sheen, then you might be sitting on an untapped fortune. But even circulated ones have potential. A deep, thorough evaluation could uncover hidden features that distinguish your coin from the mundane masses. All it takes is one detail, one small anomaly, and suddenly the world sees your coin as a golden ticket. Let's talk about overnight fortune. Imagine listing your coin at a reputable auction, starting at a modest amount. Within hours, bids begin to skyrocket. Experts get involved. Collectors from across the globe enter a bidding war. And before the hammer falls, your coin has fetched a staggering price. That's not fantasy. It's a very real phenomenon that has happened multiple times with rare numismatic finds. But this isn't just about money. The 1979 De Susan B. Anthony dollar is a slice of American identity. Owning this coin connects you to history, the fight for women's rights, the evolution of U.S. coinage, and the advancement of cultural inclusion. Every scratch, every shimmer tells a story. And the rarer the story, the more priceless the coin becomes. In the right hands, your coin could be the centerpiece of a museum exhibit, a topic of academic study, or the final missing link in a billionaire's private collection. That's why it's critical, absolutely critical, not to part with it too soon or too cheaply. If you're unsure of its value, consult multiple experts. Protect it, preserve it, and research every detail of its minting. There's something undeniably thrilling about the possibility that a simple dollar coin could make you a millionaire. It defies logic, yet it's rooted in fact. Coins like the 1979 De Susan B. Anthony are modern treasure maps, and if you have one, you might already be standing at the X. All it takes is the courage to explore and the wisdom not to sell short. It's no exaggeration to say this coin has changed lives. Stories circulate of humble individuals, unaware of what they possessed, suddenly thrust into the spotlight after their coin made headlines. They became collectors, educators, entrepreneurs, all because they chose not to ignore the shiny relic hiding in plain sight. So look again, that Susan B. Anthony dollar in your hand isn't just currency. It's history, power, and potential all wrapped in one. And in the ever-evolving landscape of numismatics, it may very well be your golden key to overnight wealth and lasting legacy. Hold it tight, because fortune rarely knocks twice, and when it does, it sounds a lot like the soft clink of forgotten coin rediscovered.